Now the next topic is ozone depletion. At about a height of 40 kilometer in our atmosphere, in Earth's atmosphere, there is a layer called ozonosphere where there is abundance of ozone. At a height of 40 kilometer above in the Earth's atmosphere, there is a layer called ozonosphere where there is abundance of ozone gas. This ozone is made up of 3 atoms of oxygen and it prevents the life on earth by blocking the sun's ultraviolet radiations. This layer it absorbs ultraviolet radiations and does not allow them to enter the earth's atmosphere. Now this layer is getting depleted day by day. What are the causes of ozone depletion? Use of chlorofluorocarbons, use of fluorocarbons, use of refrigerators and use of air conditioners. These are the major causes and in addition to this, high speed jet aeroplanes they also cause depletion of ozone layer. Now let us see the mechanism of ozone depletion. Mechanism of ozone depletion, in the first case, say this is the ozone layer, this is sun, the solar radiations, they are entering the earth's atmosphere, but the ultraviolet radiation, these are being blocked by this ozone layer. We can represent the ozone molecules. These are the ozone molecules and we have shown these are the industries. Now in the second case, industries they are producing the chlorofluorocarbons and from these chlorofluorocarbons chlorine it is reaching up to the ozone layer. Here this chlorine it reacts with ozone molecule and it forms chlorine monoxide plus oxygen. Let us see, this is the ozone molecule. It reacts with chlorine from chlorofluorocarbon and it forms chlorine monoxide and oxygen. This is the ozone layer, same. Chlorine from chlorofluorocarbons is coming and this is the ultraviolet radiations of the suns which are approaching the earth. Now this ozone layer is being depleted. In the third case, this depletion it leads to the formation of a hole in ozonosphere. As a result, the ultraviolet radiations they are entering into the earth's atmosphere and they are causing various skin disorders to the living organisms. So we can see in the first case, this is intact ozone layer, ultraviolet radiations, they are not reaching up to the earth. In the second case, chlorine from chlorofluorocarbons released by the industries, it is reacting with ozone and it is forming chlorine monoxide and oxygen. And in the third case, where the ozone layer is depleted, ozone and oxygen molecules can be seen, ultraviolet radiations they are entering into the earth's atmosphere. So when this chlorine it becomes free, it is ready to attack with another molecule of ozone. So this is ozone depletion. Now the next topic is 10% law. What do we mean by 10% law? 10% law can be asked in three ways. How does transfer of energy takes place in a food chain through different trophic levels in an ecosystem? How does transfer of energy takes place in a food chain? Or how we can say that vegetarian food habits, they are better than, they are more energy providing than द नॉन वेजिटेरियन फूड हैबिट्स. और पहले हमने अभी एक स्टेटमेंट दी थी, लेसर इज द नंबर ऑफ ट्रॉफिक लेवल्स इन अ फूड चेन, मोर एफिशिएंट इट इज. तो इन सारे क्वेश्चंस का एक ही आंसर है विच इज गिवन बाय 10% लॉ. We know that in an ecosystem there is a unidirectional flow of transfer of energy from sunlight to plants to herbivores and then to carnivores. This is a food chain and this shows the direct transfer of solar energy. sun से energy आई green plants से transfer हुई herbivores को and then to carnivores. This transfer of energy follows a uniform pattern which is given by 10% law, and 10% law was given by Kindeman. According to this law, only 10% of energy available at a trophic level will be transferred to the next trophic level. It should be noted that green plants can absorb only 1% of solar radiations falling on them. एक एग्जाम्पल से समझते हैं. Suppose 10,000 joules of solar energy is falling on green plants. Green plants can absorb only 1% of this solar energy. तो इस 10,000 joules का 1% क्या होगा? 10,000 joule is falling, 1% is absorbed, तो 1% of 10,000 joule will be 100 joule. यानी green plants they can absorb only 1% of 10,000 joules. कितना हो गया? 100 joules. नाउ द नेक्स्ट ट्रॉफिक लेवल्स, नेक्स्ट ट्रॉफिक लेवल को कितनी ट्रांसफर होगी? जितना इसने एब्जॉर्ब किया 100 जूल्स का 10%. सो हर्बीवोर्स दे विल एब्जॉर्ब 10% ऑफ एनर्जी अवेलेबल टू द ग्रीन प्लांट्स, यानी 10% ऑफ दिस 100 जूल. तो 10% ऑफ 100 जूल विल बी 10 जूल. तो हर्बीवोर्स को कितनी एनर्जी मिलेगी? They will receive 10 joules, which is 10% of 100 joules. Now carnivores, when they feed upon herbivores, they will absorb 10% of energy available to the herbivores. यानी कितनी थी वो? 10 joules थी, तो 10% of 10 joules कितना हो गया? It will be 1 joule. So out of 10 joule only 1 joule will be transferred to the carnivores. बाकी एनर्जी को क्या होता है? क्या होता है? जैसे 10,000 joules of solar radiations were falling upon green plants, they absorbed 1%, that is 100 joules. The remaining 9,900 joules of energy was lost to the surrounding in the form of heat. Green plants, they had 100 joule of solar energy. Out of 100 joule, 10 joule was transferred to herbivores. बाकी 90 joules कहाँ गया? That was lost to the surroundings in the form of heat. And carnivores, they absorbed only 10% of this 10 joule, यानी 1 joule इनको मिला, and 9 joule of energy was lost to the surroundings in the form of heat. So this is 10% law which states that only 10% of energy available at each trophic level will be transferred to the next trophic level. But it should be noted that the green plants can absorb only 1% of solar radiations falling on them. Green plants जो हैं वो सिर्फ 1% लेंगे solar energy का, और बाकी remaining trophic levels they will absorb 10% of solar energy and remaining 90% of solar energy will be transferred to the surroundings. ऐसे एक फूड चेन भी बनी हुई आ सकती है. आपको 10,000 जूल्स तो सपोज करके हमने एग्जाम्पल लिया, हो सकता है आपको यहाँ दिया हो 20,000 जूल्स, 100 जूल्स, और देयर कैन बी 50 जूल्स. सो यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट यहाँ 1% और रिमेनिंग ट्रॉफिक लेवल्स पे 10% करके you will be calculating the energy. And this also shows that non-vegetarian food habits, they provide lesser energy than the vegetarian food habits.